This is question number 26 from the homework, and it gives us the substitution u equals square root 1 x plus 1 and asks us to find an equivalent integral to the one given here. So this is a bit of a tricky substitution, but given that the u function, we can find the du. So calculating du, we get 1 over 2 square root x plus 1 times dx. Now, one thing we want to recognize is that the du actually includes the main part of the function. Okay, so maybe I'll just do that in green here. So this du that I've calculated has that part of the function. So if I rearrange this, we end up with 2 du is equal to dx over square root x plus 1. And this is different than normal because normally the u is included in the main part of the function, but in this particular case, the du has x plus 1 term in it. Okay, so I'm just going to do a substitution at this point. So I'm going to do my integral from x equals 0 to x equals 3. And I'm going to have 1 over x. And I'm going to replace the rest of that with the du. Okay, so that du is going to replace that. Now, I cannot integrate this because I have x and du, but I have defined x and u in terms of x, so I can define x in terms of u. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take that expression, the u expression, I'm going to rearrange it, and I'm going to get u squared minus 1 is equal to x. And then I'm going to replace that. So I end up with the integral from x equals 0 to x equals 3 du, and I'm going to replace that with u squared minus 1. So now we can see that there's some of these, and this is going to be a 2 du actually, sorry. This is 2 du. Now some of these start looking the same. So this one here, b, looks like it's the same except my bounds are different. Now remember that these bounds here, 1 and 2, so these bounds here represent u bounds, but here I have x bounds. And I can convert my x bounds into u bounds by just plugging into my u equation. So u is equal to square root of 3 plus 1. Well, that's when x is 3, u is equal to 2. When x is equal to 0, u is equal to 1. So now I can change my bounds in terms of u. So I'm going to rewrite this integral. So my bounds are now from 1 to 2 du over u squared minus 1. That expression matches b. So the answer is b.